Hey, welcome back to Guitar Discoveries. I'm still here in paradise, Honolulu, Hawaii, actually on vacation. I wanted to share with you a really cool gift that I got this holiday season. And let me show you what this thing is. It actually had something attached to it, kind of like this. This is an NS Artist DADGAD Capo. This is kind of cool because the idea, it's a partial capo. If you can see, maybe I can hold that up behind it. It's only partial. It's only going to cover 3 strings. By capoing up 3 strings, you can essentially get your guitar not into true DADGAD tuning, but actually the E version, up 1 whole step from DADGAD. So, what is the DADGAD tuning? It's when you tune down your E string to D, leave the A, the D, the G, but then also lower the tone of your B string down to A and the top E string down to D. So it's DADGAD, literally DADGAD. Now what happens when I take this capo and put it on the 2nd fret? I put it on from the bottom of the guitar, right? So that what it's going to do now is capo across the 2nd fret of the 5th, the 4th, and the 3rd string, right? So right across there. Now, it may require a little bit of retuning. Let me check that for a second. Okay, obviously the low E hasn't changed, but the A now has been moved up to B, and it got a little bit sharp, okay? Now, the D string has been moved up to E. That was a little sharp too. And the G string's been moved up to A. So there you go. Now, when I strum across that, that's the sound of DADGAD. However, it's up 1 whole step. So it's a DADGAD capo, but it's really, I don't know how you'd pronounce it, right? An E, B, E, A, B, E. There it is. And it creates that cool E suspended sound, right? And if you want to hear that with no 3rd, just all 5ths, you just put your finger on the 3rd string, and 2 frets up from the capo. Basically, you're at the 4th fret. And you get that beautiful open ringing tone. So that's the classic sound of DADGAD. Okay, all kinds of fun things to do with DADGAD, but this is one of those tunings that's more fun to just mess around with than anything else. Now, here's a position that I particularly like to start with because it gives you just a beautiful open E chord, right? You can, because this B string hasn't been changed, you can add that like that. You can play a D formation right there, and it sounds really good. You're just playing an E chord. So there's a lot of ways. So when I normally would be pulling off that, you'd just be dropping 1 whole step in a normal tuning, but in DADGAD, in this version, you're actually dropping all the way down to the E. So that creates that sort of Celtic feel, right? Now some other things, an E minor chord shape creates a really beautiful version of the 4th chord, and then slide that up to the 5th, which is actually the 7th fret with the capo on, and you've got this beautiful suspended sort of the 5th chord, but in suspension, and then you're back to, you can go back down here. So there are a lot of things you can do with this. If I take off the 1st finger, just see how pretty that is. You get all these beautiful suspensions. If you play the bottom 2 notes of a G chord formation, you get that sound. You can play the bottom 2 notes of a C chord formation, and you get that nice modified tone there. So I'm urging you to mess around with DADGAD, but particularly when you got a partial capo like this D'Addario NS Artist DADGAD Capo, it actually gives you more flexibility, because in true DADGAD there are certain things you couldn't do. You wouldn't actually be able to drop. Well, actually you would. But you'd be playing in a different hand position. There's something about these hand positions that works beautifully. So there you have it, the very intriguing partial capo called a DADGAD Capo that actually has you playing DADGAD but up one whole step in E. Really cool sound. That's your guitar discovery for the day. Thanks for joining me here in Honolulu in Paradise. And please go check out guitardiscoveries.com. Check out all the videos I have for you there. Tips, tricks, guitars, cool stuff, accessories like this. Hope you'll check that out. And what else should I tell you? That's it. See you soon.